walking. Keep walking. Now turn around. Put your hands behind your back. Is there anybody else inside?
The breaking news is that now there's 4 of the 5 suspects captured who were wanted for the murder of Jacksonville rapper Julio FOOLIO. A 4th suspect who was accused of murdering Charles Jones, also known as Julio FOOLIO, was arrested in Jacksonville early this morning, according to deputies. And we all know the story because according to law enforcement, 26-year-old Julio FOOLIO was hunted down in Tampa Bay by other gang members that had beef with the gang that he was a part of. So when he was in town celebrating his birthday, he was gunned down because they basically was tracking him like a hunter does deer. 3 of the shooters that got out of the vehicle went to the hotel, and that's where his demise took place. And over the weekend, they actually captured 3 of them. A 21-year-old by the name of Isaiah Chance, another 21-year-old female by the name of Alicia Andrews, and an 18-year-old by the name of Sean Gatherite. But like I said, as of today, they've also captured 30-year-old Rashad Murphy, who is also accused of playing a role in this young man's murder. So for now, the only one they have left to detain is Davion Murphy. According to the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, Rashad Murphy was arrested today after a standoff with law enforcement. Authorities say Rashad Murphy was tracked to an apartment complex off of Collins Road in Jacksonville by deputies and the U.S. Marshals Service. According to the Sheriff's Office and the gang task force and SWAT units, they surrounded the apartment and helped evacuate the nearby residents. And Rashad Murphy had a little short standoff for a moment. So when Rashad Murphy figured it was no way out, he finally surrendered after hours of negotiation, according to the deputies. And now he's charged with basically the same charges that the others are charged with, which is murder in the first degree of 1 count, conspiracy to commit murder in the first degree 1 count, and attempted murder in the first degree 3 counts. And like I said, detectives are just on the case to track down Davion Murphy. But that just goes to show you people that these young people do the most, because they just hunted that young man down, followed his every move, and you never know if some of the people that was with him was a part of that whole thing, making sure that they dropped the locations. Even though we know he got on Instagram himself and dropped his own location, so it wasn't going to be hard to find him. That street life is real, young people. It's nothing to glorify nor play around with, because some people out here are really dangerous in this world, and they take it serious, or should I say more serious than you might take it. You might think it's a game. I get to go on Instagram and talk about how bad I am, but you have a person that be like, okay, I'm really going to do some harm to this person and really mean it, and not just fat mouthing. You see what I'm saying? So we definitely have to be careful. But one thing I definitely do have to say and will say is that it's a blessing to that young man's family that they're getting closure on this tragic thing that happened to this young man, because you have to have closure so they can move forward. We have to figure it out, people. We have to figure out what's the next move. How do we get out of this wickedness that we're into? How do we walk in peace is what we have to figure out. You definitely have to figure that out, because it's starting to become the norm, where now we're beginning to hear about so many killings that we're getting numb to it, where it's just like, for real? And we keep on going on with our business. And when something becomes a norm, it's not good all the time. We're getting too used to these young people causing all this havoc in the streets. So we have to figure out something, because definitely it's too many innocent people that's getting caught in the midst of it. At the end of the day, like I say, peace and blessings to that young man's family, that they're finally getting closure. And to everybody else, stay safe. We'll figure this thing out. And with that, I'm going to say, this is the news in you. North, east, west, south, unite from every alley and Cali, intersection and back street. Subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up on your way out the door.
Star child, I never
seen the sunshine like this.
I never
Never seen the moon glow like
Hey yo, I
this.
never
Never seen the waterfalls like this.
I never